Hi guys, it's KCFX. Today I want to talk on gold. Okay, I dropped a video. I think day before yesterday. I think regarding gold. Okay, I dropped it on our platform, on our WhatsApp platform. Okay, I explained to us how gold was supposed to give us something for us to take an entry, which I think I explained yesterday when I was talking on silver. Okay, so I explained that we're to take an entry on gold, but it moved already, so we couldn't take that. We couldn't join the train towards the downside, so we let that one slide. Okay, so I think we are seeing a new one, a new opening on gold, which I'm going to explain briefly, but I'm going to do a recap of the video I spoke about on gold. Okay, that's May. Okay, I'm going to play the video quickly so we can see how it played out. It's just a 12-minute video.
Hi guys, good morning.
Okay,
It's
so I'm going to I'm going to
yesterday
okay, so that's what I explained. Okay, so we have low high 1 2 3 4. Okay, so inside the structure we have another structure we could also build, okay, to get the sell position signal towards the downside. Okay, so now I'm going to move the video forward so people check how it all played out. Okay, so this is still me explaining. Okay, I was saying we were supposed to see a high, okay, and also we had a low below, okay, which I'm going to put there really soon. Okay, you can see that
okay, so it's clearly saying that, and also another
okay,
green candle is also fine. We saw a red candle closing inside the golden zone.
okay,
Entry was supposed to start
so
from here
to explain about it,
this level. This
okay,
was
so
and we want to see price come towards this level, except some
that's what I'm talking about.
price inside this trading or entry towards the downside. After we find our
okay, I want to quickly get to where I inserted
before I do
low,
that, I need
low,
to
and
say
also a high.
So
Okay,
now on this whole structure,
alright, almost there.
so this level.
Okay, now you can see I put an LL at the downside. Okay, that's our lower low. Okay, we have a lower high at the upside, which you can see clearly. Okay, I had to draw my Fibonacci retracement too. Okay, so we can identify the high, because you know always tell us that we use our Fibonacci retracement to identify highs. Okay, high low if it's in a buy trend, and if it's in a downward trend, we use that to identify our lower high. Okay, right now we are trying to see our lower high there. Okay, so
at this line,
it's clear now that you see where I just brushed in the green. Okay, you can see that's a high there. Okay, that's what I mean, that's a high there. So now we have identified our high. So now we can now draw it. Okay, now we identify our high. Okay, so we need to now delete this Fibonacci retracement too, which I'll be taking out right now. Okay,
okay, so now
I'm going to take out that Fibonacci retracement too, so we can now draw.
We already know where high is. The purple pricing get
alright,
to that.
now we have a high. We need to draw Fibonacci retracement to towards from the downside, from the upside towards the downside.
Want to make sure and price finally
so,
high. Okay, because
you can see I created a lower high at the top, because now we have a valid high. Okay, and that valid high, because in the downward trend it's going to be called a lower high, because downward trends we need to be looking at lower highs and lower lows, right? So now we have a lower high there and a lower low.
So now what do we say? Either to find a lower highs,
I'll need to draw some retracement from the lower high to the lower low, so that we can start looking for price.
Now we have a lower high
printing bearish or red sell candles into the golden zone.
Okay, so level
we need to go towards, okay, that's the Fibonacci retracement.
Now clearly you can now see
I have drawn from the lower high, from the high to the low. And remember, the golden zone should be in the 0.618 area and 0.5 area. That area which you see I just painted green now. Okay, so I put a golden zone there. Okay, so once the price coming to that area, okay, and which we saw. Okay, now I'm going to switch into the chart so you can see what happened. Okay,
we
you
have
can
this
see this is
video
what we wanted
going
to
to
see
the
that
golden
day,
zone, just as we have
which
the EU
we
taking
were
video
hoping, okay, for,
signing
no, I
off
think
here,
this video was
and
on Sunday, I think, so then it's, Monday has
that's what I
not,
want us to understand.
the session
I'm
hasn't
sure,
opened yet, so
with this
I'm going to
video,
go on
I'm
Monday,
sure
I'm
we
going to see how
understand
this played out. That's
how
on 4 hours time. Okay, so I'm going to go on gold to see what happened on gold. Now I'm going to go on 4 hours time frame so we can see the exact thing that happened here. Okay, so now this is where, this was the candle which we saw here. This was the candle which we saw. Okay, this is the candle here. That's the candle, this red candle, okay, on the video. Okay, this is the same candle we have here. Okay, so now market session opened, and what did we see? We saw price come towards the downside. Okay, we saw price come towards the downside into the golden zone, and what happened? We saw our criteria checked as well. I'm going to go to the 30 minutes time frame so we can see the criteria as I explained. The criteria that we're supposed to see on 30 minutes time frame is to see a red candle coming to the golden zone, which is this area. Okay, the golden zone, which is this red candle first. Then of course we need to see a green candle, which we saw, and of course we saw a red candle, which suggests we can now take a sell from this position. So we took our sell from this level, and what happened? We saw price come towards the downside. Okay, we saw price fall towards the downside. Okay, alright, and this was a cool move, okay, on gold. Okay, we missed this because price already moved, okay, before we spotted it, but it's what it is. We can't always catch all the trades, but the one we can catch, we catch. The ones we can't, we let it slide. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now to identify what I saw on gold. There's going to be an opportunity for us again to take an entry towards the downside on gold, which I'm going to be sharing with us right now. Okay, so I want us to see. Okay, so now we have a lower high here, right? Okay, I have a lower low here, and we saw price move towards the downside, which was a very good move. Okay, so now if you look clearly, we can see we have another lower high. Okay, we can see we have a lower high here, and if you look clearly, you can see price has printed candles towards the downside, and clearly you can see we have a lower low here now. Okay, you can see this red candle broke this one here. Okay, so we have a new lower low at the downside. Okay, so now what do we want to see here? Now we have a lower low here and a lower low here. So now, as I explained to us, okay, now I want to get a high here. Okay, we need to get a high here. And how do we get a high? We need to draw a 5-minute retracement because it's a downward trend. We need to say, okay, from the lower high, okay, or better still, you can say from the low, because we want to get a high from the low to this high. Okay, you see this 0.618 area, that's our high. Okay, so it's clearly now that we have a high here. Sorry, we have a high here. This is a high. Okay, where you have this red dashed line, that's our high. Okay, so now we're going to take out this Fibonacci retracement tool. This is our high. We need to see our high at this level, but because we saw a wick above, let me zoom in. So we see we have a wick above here, so we're going to say our high is going to be at this area. So now we can also call this our lower high. Why is it our lower high? It's because it's a downward trend. Downward trend, we have lower highs and lower lows. Why on an upward trend we have higher highs and higher lows? Okay, so on a downtrend market we have lower highs and lower lows, and that's what we see right now. Okay, so what do we want to see again? Now we want to draw a 5-minute retracement to. Why are we drawing it now? We want to draw it so that price can get into the golden zone, then we can start looking to take an entry towards the downside. So how do we do that? Now we take our 5-minute retracement to. Now because it's a downward trend and we're looking to sell, we're going to be drawing our 5-minute retracement from the high, that's a lower high, towards the lower low. Okay, this is what we want to see. Okay, so now it's clear that our golden zone is going to be same place, 0.618 area, 0.5 inside the same region. Okay, so now golden zone now is going to be inside here. Okay, so now I'm going to go towards the 30 minutes time frame. Let's see if we had any criteria checked. Okay, so let's go there and see. Okay, alright, so I'm going to go to 30 minutes time frame and let's see what the market did there. Okay, so now we can see clearly. Now let's zoom it more. Okay, we can put it here, we can let it touch. Okay, so these are lower high, this is our high. Okay, so now what do you want to see? We want to see price coming to the golden zone. Okay, and if you can see clearly, price is yet to come into the golden zone proper. Okay, so what do we want to see? We want to see price really come down into the golden zone proper. Okay, towards the golden zone, our criteria needs to be met for bearish side. Okay, then what do we say? We take our sell and we're going to target this area here. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Now I'm going to use short positions. Our entry level should be around this level after our criteria has been checked. Okay, so now our stop loss should be around this place, our level should be around this place, so that's our target. Okay, so we want to see price, okay, coming to this golden zone area. Okay, give us our criteria, which we already know. Okay, and come down towards the downside. So I believe by tomorrow, I believe in the morning, 8 9 10 thereabout, you should be seeing this come into play. Okay, so we just need to be patient and see how price works this out for us. Okay, so I think that's that for gold. We're hoping to take this pair by tomorrow, hopefully. All right, guys, I think that's where I'm going to be closing this video. Okay, so guys, I want us to watch it, okay, to see how this plays out for us tomorrow. Okay, let's have a wonderful night, good night rest. Tomorrow we shoot again. Okay, all right, guys, KCFX out.